Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Jaya Radha Shama Sundar Radha Shama Sundar Radhe. Jaya Krishna Balaram Krishna Balaram Krishna Balaram, Jaya Vrindavana Dham. Jaya Gauranitai Gauranitai Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Gurudev 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 Gurudev. Nitai Gaur Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol. राधा श्याम सुंदर ललिता विशाखा देवी की, कृष्ण बलराम की, पतित पावन गौर निताय की, शिला प्रभुपाद की, अनंत कोटि वैष्णव भक्तवृंद की, हरिनाम संकीर्तन की, गौर प्रेमानंदे। ओम ज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षु उन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति सपदान्तिकं। वन्दे अहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवंश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपदं सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। नमो ओं विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनीति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे वंशाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। गुरोवे गौरचन्द्राय राधिकायै तदालये कृष्णाय कृष्णभक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो नमः। हरिः ओं सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतम् अस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांति। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृतं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तम श्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी। मुखं करोति वाचालं पुंगं लंघयति गिरिं यत्कृपातमं वन्दे श्रीगुरुदीनतारिणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्येश्वरं। हरि ओं तत्सत्। Hare Krishna. Welcome everyone to Srimad Bhagavatam class in Sri Vrindavan Dham. So before starting today's Bhagavatam class, I am begging blessing from all of you, those who are staying in this Krishna Balaram temple in Vrindavan Dham, and those devotees hearing from online. Please give me your blessing. So by all of your blessing and mercy, I will be able to speak something about Lord, who Lord is from this particular chapter. Hare Krishna. So, today we'll discuss from Srimad Bhagavatam, 10th Canto, chapter 58, and verse number from 43 to 45. So, this chapter name is Krishna marries 5 princes. So, we'll recite together from 45 verse, and I'll recite myself from 43 to 44. सप्तैते गोवृषवीरा दुर्दान्त दुरवग्रहः एतैर्भग्नासु बहवः भिन्नगात्रा निप आत्मजः। Translation. These 7 wild bulls are impossible to tame. O hero, they have defeated many princes, breaking their limbs. Verse number 44, I am reading translation. If you can subdue them, O descendant of Jadu, you will certainly be the appropriate bridegroom for my daughter, O Lord of Sri. Now, verse number 45. So kindly repeat after me. एवं स्वयं कर्णा बद्धा परिकरं प्रभु आत्मनं सप्तदा कृत्वा न गृहन्न लीलय एव तान् एवं स्वयं अकर्णा बद्धा परिकरं प्रभु आत्मनं सप्तदा कृत्वा न गृहन्न लीलय एव तान् एवं स्वयमकर्ण बद्धा परिकरं प्रभु आत्मनं सप्तदा कृत्वा न गृहन्न लीलय एव तान्. Please repeat. एवं सममकर्ण बद्धा परिकरं प्रभु आत्मनं सप्तदा कृत्वा न गृहन्न लेव एवं स्वयमकर्ण बद्धा परिकरं प्रभु आत्मनं सप्तदा कृत्वा न गृहन्न लीलय एव तान्. Mataji's. Synonyms. Evam, thus. Sayamam, the condition. Akarna, hearing. Baddha, tightening. Parikram, his clothing. Prabhu, the Lord. Atmanam, himself. Saptadha, as 7. Kritva, making. Nayagrinnat, he subdued. Lilaya, like play. Eva, simply. Tan, them. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada disciple. Srila Prabhupada ki. Upon hearing these terms, the Lord tightened his clothing, expanded himself into 7 forms, and easily subdued the bulls. Can you repeat? Upon hearing these terms, the Lord tightened his clothing, expanded himself into 7 forms, and easily subdued the bulls. Purport. According to Sridhar Swami, Lord Krishna expanded himself into 7 forms, not only to playfully defeat the 7 bulls, but also to show Princess Satta that she would not have to compete with his other queens, since he could enjoy with all of them simultaneously. That's why he is Bhagavan. So, this particular chapter and this particular verse, especially for Grihastha devotees, and those Grihastha devotee has their marriageable daughter. So this is father duty that he should hand over his marriageable daughter to a suitable husband who is qualified to deliver his daughter from this repeated birth and death. So this thing we will discuss from this particular verse today. So we know that after Shukdev Goswami narrating this Srimad Bhagavatam to Parikshit Maharaj, when Parikshit Maharaj realized, he became a self-realized soul, then Shukdev Goswami, he left the place. He did not stay there. Let me wait, let me see my disciple leaving his body, how he leave the body, right? He just left the body. After giving this transcendental knowledge, he did not wait for a moment. And he just informed to the audience, after me, before me sitting, this Sudha Goswami, he will be the next Bhagavatam speaker. Alright? So, Sudha Goswami, he was selected as a Bhagavatam speaker. Why? Because he has received the knowledge from Vasudev and other sages. Very perfectly he received this knowledge, an account of his becoming submissive and serious. This is the first qualification to hearing Srimad Bhagavatam from a bona fide spiritual master and realized soul. So, and that is the way receiving real knowledge, transcendental knowledge. So one cannot reach the real point of factual knowledge without being helped by the right person who is already established in that knowledge, realized knowledge. So that's why one should hear this Srimad Bhagavatam from the realized soul. So this particular verse we can see in Bengal, we can see in West Bengal. So even today, if a woman lives for a long time with her husband, she is considered very fortunate. A woman generally desires a good husband, good children, a good home, prosperity, opulence, and so on, right? This thing a woman desires. So, as recommended that a woman will receive all these described benediction from this scripture if they follow Krishna consciousness activities, devotional activities. And a man also be able to receive all benedictions if they perform devotional activities, Krishna consciousness activities, through the direction of spiritual master. So, they will get all benediction from the Supreme Person of Godhead, how the Satta and Nagnajit got mercy directly from Lord Krishna. Lord Krishna directly, he came from Dwaraka to shower his causeless mercy upon father and daughter. A man and woman, Krishna consciousness, will be happy in this material world, and because of being Krishna consciousness, they will be promoted to the spiritual world. This is the value of Krishna consciousness. If we submissively and seriously receive this Krishna consciousness movement in our life, in this material world, we will be happy, and after leaving the body, we will go back to God at Krishna Loka. This world also happy, and after leaving body, Golok Vrindavan also happy. Always happy. Krishna consciousness devotees are always happy. So, in this age, Kali Yuga, these Krishna consciousness activities, very difficult to execution this spiritual life. austerity, penance, that is not possible in this age. People are so fallen in this age that cannot accept any severe type of austerity. It is not possible in this age. So Srila Prabhupada is very mercy, and he has given us very simple way how to develop our Krishna consciousness, our dormant love to Krishna. By chanting and performing Harinam Sankirtan, congregational chanting and hearing Lord's glories. In this way, we can develop our Krishna consciousness and we can purify our existence. So, therefore, the yoga system is not possible in this age. Yoga system begins from the controlling our senses. Yoga indriyam sanjamam. So, we are performing devotional activities. So, one should understand that what is the yoga system? From where this yoga system begins? Actually, this yoga system begins controlling the senses, controlling the mind. So this is the purpose of yoga, is controlling the senses. Without controlling the senses and mind, it is not possible to develop Krishna consciousness. One has to practice how to control the senses. This thing we can see in this particular chapter and particular verse. So, the real purpose of yogic performance is to control the mind and the senses. Anyone who has such control is to be understood to be in experienced, mature, mystic yogi. By practicing these devotional activities, austerity, penance, determination. I have to do this. I have to do these devotional activities. I have to come to temple, see the Lord, see the devotee, perform devotional activities and purify my existence. This is the way to purify our existence. So it is indicated that a yogi who has not control over the mind and senses has the actual benediction of the Lord and he has no fear. Those devotees perform devotional activities, they have no any fear. They are fearless. They know, my dear Lord will protect me. Because they have faith to spiritual master, they have faith to Shastra, they have faith to Lord Krishna. In other words, one cannot attain the mercy and benediction of the Supreme Lord until one is able to control the mind and senses. So this is very important to control mind and senses. So how it is possible? It is possible by devotional activities. This is actually possible when one fully engages in Krishna consciousness. So King Nagnajit and his daughter Shatta were fully engaged in Krishna consciousness activities. And we have seen how Nagnajit, he requested Lord Krishna to accept his daughter Shatta. And he also put the terms and condition. So many princes came. They tried to defeat the 7 bulls. They could not. They failed and returned to their home. And Lord Krishna heard from Dwaraka. He came with his soldier. And Nagnajit, he received Lord Krishna. And nicely he worshipped Lord Krishna. He performed arati. And Lord Krishna also offered his obeisances to King Nagnajit, thinking that as his future father-in-law. We have seen it. We have heard it from previous scripture, right? So, we are hearing this Srimad Bhagavatam for what purpose? For giving pleasure to our mind or purifying our existence? This Srimad Bhagavatam not for giving pleasure to the mind, this Srimad Bhagavatam for purifying our existence, for purifying our heart. That's why we are hearing Srimad Bhagavatam submissively and sincerely. So, there are 3 stages of transcendental development of devotional service, which are technically called Sthai Bhav. Anubhav and Mahabhav. Number 1, Sthai Bhav, Anubhav and Mahabhav. Continuous perfect love of God, it is called Sthai Bhav. And when it is performed in a particular type of transcendental relationship, it is called Anubhav. But the stage of Mahabhav is visible among the personal pleasure potency of the Lord, Srimati Radhika. No one can cross Srimati Radhika's mood, her bhav. That's why she is topmost gopis among all gopis. It should be understood that the daughter of King Nagnajit, namely Satta, she constantly meditated on perfect love of Godhead. Constantly she meditated Lord Krishna as her husband. This is called Sthaiva, continuous affection towards Lord Krishna. So King Nagnajit, he was a pious king, and having Lord Krishna in his place, he began to worship to the best of his knowledge and ability. So we can perform our devotional activities according to our ability and according to our knowledge through the Sadhu Shastra Guru. Patram Pushpam Palam Tayam Swami Bhakta Prajachoti. According to your capacity, we can offer little fruits, tulsi leaves and water. Lord become happy. He become pleased. Actually, He is accepting our mood, our love, how we are performing our loving devotional service towards Him. So He presented Himself before the Lord. Thus, my dear Lord, you are the proprietor of the whole cosmic manifestation, and you are Narayan, the resting place of all living creatures. You are self-sufficient and pleased with your personal opulences. So how can I offer you my service to you? I have nothing to offer you. How I can offer you anything? So this is the mood of devotees. So, and how could I please you by such a offering? It is not possible because I am an insignificant living being. So this is the quality of devotee. Like this way they pray to the Lord. Like this way they pray to spiritual master. And he said, actually I have no ability to render any service unto you without your mercy. So here we can see how King Nagnajit, he prayed to Lord Krishna with humble state. So Krishna is the super soul of all living creatures, so he could understand the mind of Satta. He was also very much pleased with the respectful worship of the king in offering him a sitting place, a table, a residence, and so on. Lord Krishna was appreciative, therefore, that both the girl and her father were eager to have him as their intimate relative. So Krishna, after hearing this from King Nagnajit, he smiled. And in a grave voice he said, "My dear King Nagnajit, you know very well that anyone in the princely order who is regular in his position will never ask anything from anyone, however exalted he may be. Because King Nagnajit, he is a king, he is a Kshatriya, he should not ask anything from other king. And Lord Krishna, he went there as a king, as a Kshatriya, right? He should not ask this benediction from him. He is a Kshatriya, he is a king. That's why Lord Krishna talking like this way with him. Such requests by a Kshatriya king have been deliberately forbidden by the learned Vedic followers. It is not authorized in Vedic scripture. You should not behave like this. If a Kshatriya breaks his regulation, his action is condemned by learned scholars. But in spite of this rigid regulative principle, I am asking you for the hand of your daughter. You see how Krishna is very clever. He intelligently asking to a king, just to establish our relationship in return for your great reception of me. As a king, he is showing his personality. You may also be pleased to be informed that in our family tradition, there is no scope for our offering anything in exchange for accepting your daughter. He do not want to defeat the bulls. Without defeating the bulls, he want to get Princess Shatta. We cannot pay any price you may impose for delivering her. In other words, you can see here, Krishna wanted the hand of Shatta from the king without fulfilling the condition of defeating the 7 bulls. This is Krishna. So after hearing the statement of Lord Krishna, King Nagnajit said, so this is father duty. Okay, maybe you are Kshatriya, you are king, but I am a father of my daughter. This is my responsibility to test my son-in-law. You are qualified or not. Now he is testing. Although he knows he is a Lord Krishna, Bhagavan, Supreme Person of Godhead, but he is testing in humble state. So Nagnajit said, my dear Lord, you are this reservoir of all pleasure, all opulences and all qualities. The goddess of fortune, Lakshmiji, always lives on your chest. Under these circumstances, who can be better husband for my daughter? Both my daughter and I have always prayed for this opportunity. You are the chief of the Jadu dynasty. You may kindly know that from the very beginning I have made a vow to marry my daughter to a suitable candidate, one who can come out victorious in the test I have devised. You see, he put this. I have imposed this test just to understand the prowess and position of my intended son-in-law. This is father duty, to test to whom he is going to give his daughter. The 7 bulls, while bulls are impossible to tame. O hero, Lord Krishna, they have defeated many princes, breaking their limbs. So many princes came, king came, they tried to defeat the bulls, but what happened? They broke their limbs and they returned their home. So King Nagnajit said, you, Lord Krishna, are the chief of all heroes. I am sure you will be able to bring these 7 bulls under control without any difficulty. Attempted to bring them under control has simply had his limbs broken. So this is father's duty. Before hand over his daughter, he should test his son-in-law the powers and position. Actually, he is qualified to deliver his daughter from this repeated birth and death or not by his spiritual activities. So we can see in this current age, we are seeing when our daughter becomes marriageable age, we see some suitable boy who is doctor, engineer, M.Tech, B.Tech, right? We want to give our daughter, so my daughter become happy. So when we give our daughter to that person, highly qualified in material education, he got married. So after 6 months, 1 month, daughter called to father, my dear father, why you give me to this person? I am not happy. This person is spoiled my life, right? So many cases coming. Why it is happening? Because they did not check that person previous activities. They did not check through the sadhu shastra guru. Right? One should check. Karanam guna sangasya sadasya janma junisu. Gun. Boys and girls compatibility. It should be properly calculated. How should be their family life, their friendship, their love, their temperament? How would be their future children? It should be calculated properly. Then you may proceed. And you should check how advanced he is in Krishna consciousness. He is able to deliver your daughter from this repeated birth and death or not. He is able to give spiritual activities to your daughter or not. Right? These things should be considered. That's why divorce taking place in this current age. Because they did not calculate it. They did not discuss with superior authority. Through the Vedic injunction, one has to follow this. If you want to become happy in your marriage life, before getting married, you should check it properly through the qualified person who is devotee of Lord Krishna. Through the spiritual master, to the authorized person. Then they'll give you proper direction. My dear boy, you go this way. Then you'll become successful. Right? That's why sadhu marga anugamanam. Sadhu's path has to be followed if we want to become happy. Pitana sasad, jananina sasad. One should not become father, one should not become mother, one should not become husband, one should not become wife, one should not become worshipable demigod, one should not become spiritual master if he is not able to deliver his subordinate from this repeated birth and death. One should not get married for sense gratification. One should get married for creating Krishna consciousness children. It is mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam 11th Kanta, Uddhava Gita. Lord Krishna giving instruction to Uddhava. What is Grihastha life? What is Varnashram Dharma? One should associate with his wife for creating progeny, Krishna consciousness children, otherwise not. Wife for what? Wife is just made servant to her husband. And husband is made servant of Lord Krishna. Husband is representative of Lord Vishnu, wife is representative of Srimati Lakshmi Devi. One should help each other in Krishna consciousness movement. Then they become happy. So, upon hearing these terms from Nagnajit, Lord Krishna, he could understand that the king did not want to break his vows. Thus, in order to fulfill his desire, the Lord tightened his clothing, expanded himself into 7 forms, and easily subdued the bulls. Right? Because he is a Ishvara Sarva Bodhanam. Riddhesha Arjuna Tishtuti. He is sitting every living entity's heart. He knows what is going on his or her heart. Sarvasya chaham ridishanibishto matta smritirgyanam apahanam cha vedaisya sarvairahameva vedda vedanta krida vedavideva chaham. Lord Krishna is sitting every living entity's hearts. From him comes remembrance, knowledge and forgetfulness. He is the compiler of the Vedanta and he is the knower of the Vedas. If we surrender ourselves to Lord Krishna lotus feet, then everything will come. Knowledge will come. Remembrance will come. Just we have to follow Shastric injunction through the Sadhu Shastra Guru. Then you see how our life becomes successful. Krishna says, Dadami buddhi jugam tam. If we perform devotional activities, then he will give buddhi. What to do, not to do. Right? So why Lord Krishna, he expanded himself into 7 forms? This is the significant. Why? So according to Siddha Swami, we already heard that Krishna expanded himself into 7 forms, not only to playfully defeat the 7 bulls, but also to show Princess Satta that she should not have to compete with his other queens, since he could enjoy with all of them simultaneously, right? So in this age, if a person marries twice, it is not possible to live together in one house. So that's why Lord Krishna married 16,108 princes, and he also built one house for them. And simultaneously, he also stayed with them in each house and different pastimes. And Narayana showed how Lord Krishna performed his very expertly household activities, right? So in this age of Kali, one should receive this Krishna consciousness movement, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's movement. One should be happy with one wife and one husband. Eko istri brahmachari, bahu istri vyabhichari. If you have one wife, that means you are brahmachari. Bahu istri vyabhichari. If you have 2 wives, more than one, that means you are not brahmachari, you are vyabhichari. Yesterday I was sitting over there, I was hearing Srimad Bhagavatam. One people came to me, and he have visited Jagannath Puri. He came to Vrindavan, and he spoke with me. He told me, Prabhu, my wife gave me a lot of trouble to me, and he took my 3 children. I'm separated from them, and he want to imprison me. And kindly could you tell me, what should I do? I told you, show me your hand, your leg, your teeth. I saw. I told you should not get second time marriage. But I want to do marriage second time. And why? Because these people are happy. I told these people are not happy. These people are unhappy. Outwardly they are showing that they are happy, but inside they are suffering. You should not get married. You are devotee. You are chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So you should perform your devotional activities because you have experience in Grihastha life. Why you want to get second time this suffering? No, I want to get property. I want to know when my wife will die and I get the property. He is so much envious. This is not good. Wife desire how husband die. Husband desire how wife die and get the property. This is called enviousness, like Duryodhan and Dhritarashtra, how they give pain to Panchapandavas. So from this pastime, we should learn how we should act in this material world. No one is our friend. No one is our relative. They are so-called friends, society, friendship, society, and love. They are so-called. Ultimately, they will give you a lot of pain. You can see in your personal life, from your experience. But if we come to Krishna consciousness, if we associate devotees, devotees will give real love, real friendship. Love with God, friendship with Krishna devotee, and give mercy to the innocent people, those who are innocent, and respect to the sadhus, give mercy to them, and keep distance from the demonic people. That's why we should study Prabhupada's book very carefully and perform devotional activities. So we understood why Lord Krishna expanded himself in 7 forms. So the purport is that Krishna is one, but he has unlimited form of expansions. He married many thousands of wives, but this does not mean that while he was with one wife, the other were bereft of his association. Krishna could associate with each and every wife by his expansions. So here we can see King Nagnajit mood, how he presented himself before the Lord. It should be our mood to serve our spiritual master and his mission by thinking ourselves that I am an insignificant living being. I have no any ability to render service unto spiritual master and Lord Krishna without their costless mercy. It should be a preacher moves in his con. They should not think that I am a big preacher, I am so much qualified, I can create so many devotees. No, we can't do anything without Vaishnava's mercy, without Guru Maharaj's mercy, without Krishna's mercy. What is the example? Sanatana Goswami in Madan Mohan temple. We know this first time that Krishnadas Kapoor, he was a businessman. His boat was stuck in Jamuna sandbank and he was in distress mode. How he can release his boat from the sandbank? Because he's all property in this boat. He wanted to go to Agra for sale his goods, right? Then Krishna, he himself came down from that Madan Mohan temple. He disguised himself as a coward boy. He went to Jamuna and he told that merchant, do you need any help? You can go, there is one mountain. You can see there one sadhu is sitting and chanting. You go, he can help you, right? So Krishnadas Kapoor, he came down, he climbed the mountain, he saw Sanatana Goswami chanting, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. This Krishnadas Kapoor, he fall down like a stick in front of Sanatana Goswami. He said, my dear Prabhu, please help me. I have nothing without this opulence. Please help me. Please release my boat from this Jamuna sandbank. Sometimes people come, temple, they associate with devotees, they beg mercy from them. My dear Prabhu, please give me your mercy, right? So what Sanatana Goswami did? He said, I have no any power to help you. He shot Lord Madan Mohan. You can see, he took his hat and put him unto Lord Krishna's lotus feet. He can help you. You pray to him. It should be devotee's mood. They should not think that I am such and such person, I can help these people. No, we can't do anything. So Sanatana Goswami, he told him, you pray to Lord Krishna, he can only deliver you. Similarly, we should pray to our Guru Parampara, our Guru Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada, and ultimately Lord Krishna. My dear Lord, please help this fallen soul. Without your mercy, he will be unable to come to this platform, devotional platform, right? This is our mood in Krishna consciousness movement. That's why we every day pray in Guru Puja, Srila Prabhupada, Guru Puja. Sri Guru Charana Padma, Kavola Bhakti Satma, Bandha Mui Sabdana Mate. If we pray to Srila Prabhupada, our Guru Parampara, then what will happen? Dibba Gyan Hridaya Prakashito. Transcendental knowledge will reveal from our heart. Isn't it? Gurudev. So devotees are working so hard, they are preaching, they are distributing Srila Prabhupada book, this transcendental book. A person, those whose senses and mind are always engaged in the transcendental service of the Lord, has no possibility of engaging in material activities. They always engage in devotional activities, in transcendental activities. The devotee of the Lord are not defeated anywhere in this universe. It is stated in Srimad Bhagavatam, Narayana Parasarva na kutastan bibbati. One who is Narayana Para or a devotee of the Supreme Person of Godhead is not afraid anywhere, whether he is sent to hell or promoted to the heavenly planet. You see Jamraj, he is serving Lord Krishna in heaven, in Narak Loka, hellish planet, right? He is a devotee of Lord Krishna. He is also Dadas Mahajan, one of Dadas Mahajan, right? In Sharga Loka Indra, he is also serving Lord Krishna. So, the sincere servant of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu are vigorously endeavoring to spread this Krishna consciousness movement for the pleasure of their spiritual master and Lord Krishna. At the present time, thousands of devotees in the Krishna consciousness movement in all parts of the world are working long hours under difficult condition. Now so much hot in Vrindavan. Devotees are distributing books. They are going to Sankirtan. They are distributing books to helping others, to bring them in Krishna consciousness, right? And thus they enlighten the general populace in Krishna consciousness. So one should read Prabhupada's book, one should preach Prabhupada's book. So this is the beauty of Bhakti Yoga, which depends wholly and slowly on the mercy of all merciful personality of Godhead Sri Krishna. We are in this material world. We should understand what is this material world. This material world means to get this material body. And material body means subjected to the tribulation of material nature, Sattva, Raja, Tama. So this is all conditioned life. This is conditioned life. And as soon as we get a material body, we have to undergo with the pain and pleasure. Actually, no pleasure, always pain. We have to undergo. This is subjected as soon as we get a material body. Immediately, according to the seasonal changes, it will come and go. Material nature is going on changing continuously. And because our material body is susceptible to all influence of changes, pains and pleasure. Sometimes we feel happy, sometimes we feel pain. You see, now summer season, scorching heat, 40 degree, 47 degrees Celsius going on, right? It is pleasurable? Painful. You can stay on the road, right? Burning air coming and touching your face. Not pleasing. And this same warmth is pleasing during the winter, right? Same warmth, giving pleasure and giving pain. Due to what? Changeable, changing the weather, changing the nature, material nature. In summer season, one is not very pleasing, but in winter season, same winter is pleasing. All pleasing or painful according to the seasonal changes. So Krishna advised Arjuna that don't be subjected to these seasonal changes. Just titiksha. Agamo payana nittas tang titiksha bharatah. You should just tolerate. It will come and go. Now we are feeling disturbance. After few days we become happy, pleasure. Like changing weather. Karanam guna sangasya sadasad janma junishu. Because we are associating with such and such person, that's why we are sometimes become happy, sometimes become unhappy. It is due to what? Due to we are associating with such and such gunas people, nothing else. Devotee should be always in sattva guna, mood of goodness. They should try to avoid the mode of passion and ignorance. That's why Krishna consciousness devotees are always in mood of goodness. They come to Mangalarati, they attend temple program, they attend Bhagavatam class and perform devotional activities. That's why they are always in mood of goodness, Sattva Guna. By practicing the Sattva Guna activities, then one day they will come to Nirguna, above Sattva Guna, transcendental abode. So people are going to forest to perform austerity. You can see sages are used to go to forest because forests are considered according to this Vedic Shastra mood of goodness. No disturbance, no crowd, no noise, shanti, right? And those who are stay in the city, it is in the mood of passion, Rajagun. City life is Rajagun life. In the city, those who are goes to liquor house, it is considered mood of ignorance. But those who are stay in temple, it is transcendental. Above mood of ignorance, mood of passion, mood of goodness, transcendental Vaikuntha Dham. We are staying in temple, that means we are in Vaikuntha Dham, transcendental abode. Right? So one should associate with devotee, one should connect with temple in transcendental abode Vaikuntha Dham. By chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, we should make our life happy and successful. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Any question or comment regarding today's topic? So you may ask question. ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की, शिला प्रभुपाद की, अनंत कोटि वैष्णव भक्तबिंद की, गौर प्रेमानंद।